Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, dear devotees, please forgive me. His Holiness Ananta Krishna Maharaj was here and I could not leave. So please forgive me. Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananjana Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Shrimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shrivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Hare Krishna, dear devotees. We are continuing our study of Granthara Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 3, Chapter 28, Text 38 onwards. Dehopi Daiva Vashaga Khalu Karma Yavat Swarambhakam Prati Samikshata Eva Sasuhu तं स प्रपञ्चमधिरूढसमाधियोग स्वाप्नं पुनर्न भजते प्रतिबुद्धवस्तुः. Bhagwan Shri Kapil Dev is saying to Mother Srimati Devahuti Devi the description of a advanced yogi, yoga arudha, a very advanced yogi. The body of such a liberated yogi along with the senses is taken charge of by the Supreme Personality of Godhead. A pure devotee's body is under the control of Lord Krishna himself and it functions until its destined activities are finished. This is very important. All of us have a birth date and we have an expiry date in this material world. This body has been given to us as a lease. It's a lease. When the lease expires, we have to give up the body. Dehinosmin yatha dehe Kaumaram Yovanam Jara Tatha Dehantara Praptis Dhiras Tatrana Mohyati. And then another car will be given to us, another body will be given to us. Just like we lease a car for 2 years, 3 years, give it up, take another car, like that. We are given a body for a certain number of years, somebody is given it for 10 years, somebody is given it for 90 years. But then we have to give it up. We don't own this body, even though we think I am this body. So when the destined, according to Prarabdha, when the destined activities are finished, then the body is gone. The liberated devotee, being awake to his constitutional position, yesterday we discussed about constitutional position, how an advanced devotee understands his specific individual relationship with Krishna. So because the liberated devotee, Jivan Mukta, is awake to his constitutional position means he is fully aware of his constitutional position and thus he is situated in Samadhi, which is the highest perfectional stage of yoga, does not accept the byproducts of the material body as his own. Byproducts of the material body means our children, grandchildren, even those related to the body like parents, brothers, sisters, people of the same community, people of the same village, people of the same color, people of the same family dynasty, people speaking the same language, people of the same province. They don't consider them as their own. Products of the material body also refers to all the money we earn, all the paraphernalia and items that we own that are related to this body, like our house, property, furniture, cars, money, saving account, checking account. A perfect yogi does not feel possessiveness about these things. Thus, he considers his bodily activities to be like the activities of a body in a dream. Swapnavat. How in a dream we may see so many things. But when we wake up in the morning, we don't claim those things. For example, in the sleep, One may dream that I own $1 million. But when we wake up, we realize that, oh, it was just a dream. Similarly, a person who is advanced in yoga considers this body and the things related to this body as if it were a dream. The unique thing about a dream is that the experience is real in the dream, but it has nothing to do with reality. In the dream, did you experience that you have $1 million? Yes, I actually experienced it. But does it have anything to do with reality? No. Similarly, our material experience is real. The pain and pleasure we experience in this material world is real. These experiences are real. But do they have anything to do with the real self, which is spiritual soul? No. So it's like the dream. That example, that analogy of a dream is quite apt. Srila Prabhupada writes in the purport, the following questions may be posed. As long as the liberated soul is in contact with the body, why don't the bodily activities affect him? Why don't the bodily activities affect the liberated soul? Doesn't he actually become contaminated by the action and reaction of material activities? Isn't it? For example, a liberated soul may walk on the road and some insects may get crushed under his or her feet. So doesn't he get karma? Unknowingly, something he may eat Tirupati Prasad of Lord Venkateshwar. And unbeknownst to him, there is some contamination in that. So doesn't he get karma? In answer to such questions, because see, just living in this world, we incur karma. There is no doubt. Lord Krishna says that no one can live without performing karma. In Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna says everybody has to act in this material world. Actions are within the three modes of material nature, which incur karma. So when we earn karma, we have to pay for it. We do good karma, we have to enjoy. We do bad karma, we have to suffer. Urdhvam gachanti sattvastha. Adho gachanti tamasa. Depending on our activities, we get results. And if our activities are in the mode of passion, then we stay here. Urdhvam gachanti sattvastha, madhye tishtanti rajasa. Jaganna gunavrittisya. Jaganna means very bad. Jaganna gunavrittisya adho gachanti tamasa. In answer to such questions, this verse explains that the material body of a liberated soul is taken charge of by the Supreme Personality of Godhead. My dear friends, this is very important Siddhanta. That Krishna himself is taking over the body of a pure devotee. Therefore, that pure devotee does not incur any karma. Because Krishna does not incur any karma. Name karmani limpanti, name karma phala spriha. Krishna is beyond karma. Therefore, a pure devotee whose body has been taken charge of by Krishna does not incur any karma, even though living in this material world. This is wonderful Siddhanta. Text 39. Yatha puracha vittacha prithan martyah pratiyate atma vena bhimata deha dehe purushastatha. Because of great affection for family and wealth, one accepts a son and some money as his own. And due to affection for the material body, one thinks that it is his. But actually, as one can understand that his family and wealth are different from him, the liberated soul can understand that he and his body are not the same. Now, can we understand that we are different from our money? How many of us realize? How many of us realize that I am different from my money? I think all of us can raise our hands. Correct? Because if our money is gained or lost, yes, we are attached. We may be attached. But at least we know that I am different from the money. I am different from my wealth. If my money goes, okay, I will try to earn it back. If my house goes, okay, I will try to build another house. So we know that we are different from our wealth and our possessions. Just as we realize this, a liberated soul who is further advanced than us actually realizes that he is different from the body. Some of us may not be able to realize at this time that we are not this body. We say it, we keep saying it, and it's a good place to begin. It's a good beginning to say that I am not this body, I am a spirit soul. But many of us may not realize that. Many of us may not have realized that I am not this material body. I am not this material. Srila Prabhupada in November 1977 in Shri Vrindavan Dham, in Shri Shri Krishna Balaram Mandir, Shri Prabhupada Leelamrit, His Holiness Satswarup Das Goswami Maharaj describes that Srila Prabhupada said that now do you understand I am not this body. I have become reduced to skin and bones, but still I am preaching, I am translating, I want to go for Govardhan Parikrama. It is because I am not this body. Now do you realize? Hiranyakashipu could keep his soul, prana, vayu within the bones. He did it. Now look, I am also reduced to skin and bones, Srila Prabhupada said. I am not this body. This body is just a vehicle given to us to drive to the lotus feet of Radha Shyam Sundar. Now it's up to us what we do with this leased car. Do we waste our time? Do we go here, there, get distracted, go in the wrong direction? Or do we go towards Krishna? Do we go towards Krishna? That is our choice we have. So just like we understand that we are separate from our family members, for example, our father or our mother may pass away and we feel sad, but we realize that I am different from them. They are a different individual, I am a different individual. Just as we realize this, a liberated soul realizes that I am separate from this material body. I am not this material body. They are so advanced. Wouldn't it be wonderful if we also could be on that platform where we, as well as I realize I am not this iPhone, a liberated person realizes I am not this body. Think about it. How many iPhones I must have changed since I came to this country? So many iPhones I have changed. I don't cry over them. Similarly, a liberated person completely realizes that I am not this material body. So many bodies I have changed. Wonderful. Srila Prabhupada says, the status of real knowledge is explained in this verse. Really, this is real knowledge. This is real Vidya. And to think that I am this material body and things connected to the material body are mine, ahamta and mamata, that is ignorance. Real knowledge is to realize I am separate from this body. There are many children, but we accept some children as our sons and daughters because of our affection for them, although we know very well that these children are different from us. Similarly, because of great affection for money, we accept some amount of wealth in the bank as ours. In the same way, we claim that the body is ours because of affection for it. See, in a classroom, there may be 25 children, but we consider out of those 25 only one child as ours. My child goes to that class. My child is in that school, in that class. In the bank, there may be millions of dollars. And let's say I have got $50,000 in the bank. I am attached to those $50,000 because those are my dollars. Like that, because of ahamta, mamata, ins and minus, we are attached to things connected to the material body. But this is avidya. This is ignorance. This is not real knowledge. We should know that I am separate from my son. I am separate from the money. And that is same with the body also. We are separate from the body. It is a question of understanding, and the proper understanding is called pratibuddha. By obtaining knowledge and devotional service or Krishna consciousness, one can become a liberated soul. Krishna consciousness is the way to becoming liberated. 40. यथोन्मुखाद् विस्फुलिंगाद् धूमाद्वापि स्वसंभवात् आत्मत्वेनाभिमताद् यथाग्नि पृथग् उल्मुकात्. Similar verse. The blazing fire is different from the flames, from the sparks, and from the smoke. Although all are intimately connected because they are born from the same blazing wood. Similarly, all are intimately connected because they are born from the same blazing wood. Although all are intimately connected because they are born from the same blazing wood. Although all are intimately connected because they are born from the same blazing wood. Although all are intimately connected because they are born from the same blazing wood. Although all are intimately connected because they are born from the same blazing wood. Although all are intimately connected because they are born from the same blazing wood. Although all are intimately connected because they are born from the same blazing wood. Although all are intimately connected because they are born from the same blazing wood. Although all are intimately connected because they are born from the same blazing wood. Although all are intimately connected because they are born from the same blazing wood. Although all are intimately connected because they are born from the same blazing wood. Although all are intimately connected because they are born from the same blazing wood. So the fire may have the flames that come out. There is a main fire stemming from the wood, and then there are small, small sparks flying, and then there is a smoke, soot and smoke, SOOT, soot and smoke. These are all different components of the whole fire, and each is separate. Yet they are all connected because they are all part of that same huge inferno, but it is coming from the pieces of wood. Similarly, we have this body, we have the Sage Sambandhi of the body, the relatives of the body, material body, those people connected to the body, things connected to the body and the body. But a liberated person realizes that I am neither this body, and because I am not this body, those connected to the body are also not mine. There is no I-ness and there is no my-ness, ahamta and mamata. Purport. Srila Prabhupada says, although the blazing firewood, the sparks, the smoke, and the flame cannot stay apart because each of them is part and parcel of the whole fire, still they are different from one another. A less intelligent person accepts the smoke as fire, although fire and smoke are completely different. The heat and light of the fire are also separate. Heat is separate energy, light is separate energy. Although one cannot differentiate fire from heat and light because there cannot be fire without heat and light, they are connected. Similarly, a liberated person realizes that I am not this material body, I am separate from it. Text 41. Bhutendriyantah karanat pradhana jiva samnitat atma tatha prithak drashta bhagavan brahma samnitah. The Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is known as Parabrahma, is the seer. Who is the seer? Witness Parabrahma, Paramatma. And Paramatma is different from the Jiva, the soul, or the individual living entity, who is combined with the senses, the five elements, and consciousness. It is the Jiva who is the actor. He is eating the fruits of the tree. Whereas the Paramatma is the bird that is just watching, witnessing. And because the Jiva, individual soul, is acting in this material world, why the Jiva is acting in this material world? Because the Jiva has a desire to enjoy the material world. And because the Jiva wants to interact with this material energy, wants to enjoy this material energy, wants to lord it over the material energy, to do that, Krishna has given the arrangement to the living entity that you want to enjoy the material world well, you're going to need a material body to enjoy the material world. So five, here are five Jnanendriyas, here are five Karmendriyas, here is your mind, here is your intelligence, here is your false ego, here is the material body made up of five elements. Enjoy. Good luck. Hare Krishna. So the Jiva, individual living entity soul, has got this relationship with the senses, the five elements which constitute the material body, earth, water, fire, air, ether, and the consciousness, chitta. Why? Because the jiva wants to enjoy this material world. Purport. A clear conception of the complete whole is given here with the living entity is different from material elements. And the supreme living entity, personality of Godhead, who is the creator of the material elements, is also different from the individual living entity. We should not think that the Paramatma and Atma are one. No, Paramatma is a feature of Kshirodakshay Vishnu. Jiva is Jiva Tattva. We belong to Tatastha Shakti. Paramatma belongs to Vishnu Tattva. We belong to Tatastha Shakti Tattva. We are individuals. And both have no relationship with the material body. Both have no relationship with the material world. They are individual. Are they connected? Yes, very much. Mamai Amsha Jiva Loka Jiva Bhuta Sanatana. We are part and parcel of Krishna. We are Krishna's energy. The material world also is Krishna's energy. Bahiranga Shakti. We are Tatastha Shakti. Spiritual world is Antaranga Shakti. And Shaktiman is Krishna. Radha Purna Shakti Krishna Purna Shaktiman. Duyastu Bheda nahi. Shastra Praman. This is called Achinta Bheda. There is differentiation and there is unity. Both. This philosophy is propounded by Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu as Achintya Bheda Bhed Tattva. Simultaneous, one and different from everything else. 42. सर्वभूतेषु चात्मानं सर्वभूतानि चात्मनि इक्षेतान्यन्यभावेन भूतेषिव तदात्मताम्. Very important verse. A yogi, Bhagwan Kapil Dev Muni is saying, a yogi should see the same soul in all manifestations. For all that exists is a manifestation of different energies of the Supreme. We saw that. Spiritual world is Antaranga Shakti or Swarup Shakti. Jiva Tattva is product of the Tatastha Shakti. And this material world, with all its planets and different species and everything, is product of Bahiranga Shakti, external energy. So a yogi should see things as they are. When we see money, we should know that this is just external energy of Krishna with which I have no relationship. In this way, the devotee should see all living entities without distinction. And when we see living entities, we should realize that we are all part and parcel of Krishna. This jiva, who I feel envy towards, is as much a part of my dear Krishna as I am. This person that I feel so much hatred about, hatred towards, oh, this jiva is also as much a part of Krishna as me. And because he is a part of Krishna, I should not envy. Because he's a part of Krishna, I should not hate. And because he's part of Krishna, I should not feel lusty towards this jiva. Isn't it? This is called knowledge. This is called Vidya. Vidya Vinaya Sampanne Brahmane Gavi Hastini Shuni Chaiva Shwa Pakecha Pandita Samadarshina. This is called real Vidya. That one sees that we are all jivas in all species. It is the same jiva tattva that is working. Haribol. And all the different material bodies, it's the same material energy combination of earth, water, fire, and ether that is producing different bodies. It is my material conditioning. I think I am human, so I feel attracted to another human. I don't feel lusty towards a cockroach. But a cockroach feels lusty towards another cockroach. Why? Even though the soul is same within both of them, because of false ego, ahankar. Because of ahankar, we identify with a certain species. In this way, the devotee should see all living entities without distinction. That is realization of the Supreme Soul. That is a way to self-realization. That is a good beginning where we see things as they are, tattvataha, as they are. Krishna is Sachidananda Vigraha. Krishna's spiritual world is product of the Sandhini Shakti. It is completely spiritual. Chid Jagat, Chinmay Jagat. Jivas are all products of the Tatastha Shakti. They are in between. And Bahiranga Shakti of Krishna manifests this material world. As stated in the Brahma Samhita, not only does the super soul enter each and every universe, but he enters even the atoms. Andantarastha paramanu chayantarastham govindam adi purusham tamaham bhajami. The word sarva bhuteshu is to be understood as follows. There are four different divisions of species. Living entities which sprout from earth. Living entities born of fermentation or germination. Living entities which come from eggs. And living entities that are mammals which come from embryo. So like that. The different species. Trees are there. There are insects. There are entities that come from eggs. And there are entities that come mammals from the womb, embryo. These four divisions of living entities are expanded into 8.4 million species of life. A person who is freed from material designations can see the same quality of spirit soul present everywhere. That is a person who sees things as they are. The perfect vision of a yogi or devotee is that he sees the presence of living entity everywhere. Doesn't just see the species. This is an elephant. This is a cow. This is a dog eater. This is a Brahman. No. He sees the externals, but sees the internal also, that they are all Jivatmas. 43. Swayonishu yatha jyotir ekam nana pratiyate yoninam guna vaishamya tathatma prakritau sthitah. As fire is exhibited in different forms of wood, so under different conditions of the modes of material nature, the pure spirit soul manifests itself in different bodies. Just like fire manifests differently. On the wick of a candle, it will be a nice little flame. Forest fire, big, big trees are ablaze. It's an inferno. So it's the same fire, but it manifests differently. Similarly, based on the contact with material modes of nature, the spirit soul manifests different material bodies. Karana guna sangasya sad asad yoni janmasu. Based on our different interaction with the modes of material nature, the soul is given different species of life. One may get a huge elephant body, African elephant. One may get to become a bald eagle, the national bird of United States of America. Or one may become a person living in India, human being. These different species are given based on our previous activities in terms of the three modes of material nature. Just like there are different types of fires, there are different material bodies that different souls are given. It is to be understood that the body is designated. Prakriti is an interaction by the three modes of material nature. Prakrite kriyamanani gunai karmani sarvasha. Ahankar vimudatma karta hamiti manyate. Prakriti is the interaction of three modes of material nature. And according to these modes, someone has a small body, someone has a very large body. Like that. Karana guna sangasya, by association with the modes of material nature. Karanam guna sangasya sad asad yoni janmasu. Lord Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita. And again, Prabhupada emphasizes in the second paragraph, the greatest soul is Paramatma, super soul. But the super soul is quantitatively different from the individual Jivatma. He is the Nityo Nityanam. Of all the Nityas, he is the Nityanam. Of all the Chetan Jivas, he is that supreme Chetan. Nityo Nityanam, Chetanas Chetananam. He is the eternal amongst the eternals. He is the conscious being among all the conscious beings, like that. He is the greatest. Asamurdhva. The smallness or greatness of different souls is described in the Varaha Puran as Swamsha Vibhinnamsha. Also, it is mentioned in Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita. The Swa Amsha soul is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. The different Vishnu Murtis. Ramadi Murti Shukala Niyamena Tish Nana Avatar. Akarod Bhuvaneshu Kintu. Krishna Swayama Samabhavat Parama Pumanyo Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. That is Swa Amsha. Krishna's own expansions into different Vishnu Murtis. And then there is Vibhinnamsha, the smaller souls, smaller particles. And this Vibhinnamsha are the Tatastha Shakti. They are also Amsha of Krishna. Krishna is the Amshi. We are the Amsha. Krishna is the original whole. And we are parts and parcel of Krishna. Mama Amsha. Jiva Loka Jiva Bhuta Sanatana. But we are Vibhinna Amsha. We are separated from Krishna. Whereas the Vishnu Murtis are Swa Amsha. Krishna's direct expansions. And we are fragmental parts of Krishna. As Kanto Bhagavad Gita. Mama Amsha. Mamaya Vamsho Jiva Loke, Jiva Bhuta Sanatana. The small living entities are eternally part and parcel, and therefore it is not possible for them to be quantitatively as great as a super soul. We can never become quantitatively as great as Krishna. It is not possible. No matter what we do, we can never become Krishna. We can never become God. At the same time, we can never be separated from Krishna. We can never be separated from God also. We have an eternal relationship, intimate relationship, unbreakable relationship with Krishna. And bhakti means to come to full realization of that relationship with Krishna, to realize that relationship, and to actually enter into that relationship of love. Relationship of love. Prema Pumarto Mahan. Okay? So please forgive me. I have come to Cincinnati and things are a little out of my control. Summers are usually like that with many visiting devotees. Next week, Gauranga Darshan Prabhu will be coming and staying with us. So please, please, please bear with me. But once the summer season is over, then life will be back to normal. So we'll stop here. And yes, Shamchandra Prabhu, please go ahead.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, Dandat Pranam. Thank you very much for this class, despite your busy commitments. So Prabhu, I was just wondering, like, this all these verses are mentioned as yogi, yogi, yogi. At the same time, whatever is explained in the verses and purports are all referring to devotees only. Means basically it's completely like a devotee. But
Yes.
all the verses are saying yogi, yogi.
Hmm.
Uh, so why not, I mean, why the word yogi has come, because generally we characterize yogis means like the people who are in the jnanis and those kind of people. Whereas here, entire thing is about bhakti only.
Yes.
Whatever realizations of the yogi are mentioned, no?
Yes.
So can you just throw some light on that?
Yes, Prabhuji. So some thoughts. In Bhagavad Gita, the different yogic paths are described very clearly. There is Karma Yoga described, there is Ashtanga Yoga, Dhyana Yoga, Jnana Yoga. In Srimad Bhagavatam, there is more emphasis on Bhakti Yoga. And in Bhagavad Gita also, a yogi is Bhakti Yogi. You see, Mam Chayo Vyabhicharena Bhakti Yogena Sevate. Sagunan Samatitayatan Brahma Bhuyaya Kalpate. So, Bhakti Yoga is described specifically by Kapil Dev Muni in these chapters. Therefore, here, when the Upasak, the sadhak, is referred to as yogi, it means yogi who is performing these devotional activities that are taught by Kapil Dev, like meditating on Krishna, glorifying Krishna, offering our love to Krishna, worshipping the deity form of Krishna. Everything that we read, serving Krishna, this is all Bhakti Yoga that Kapil Dev Muni is describing. And yogi is a generic term for upasak, anybody who is trying to connect with the Supreme. Yoga means yunjante, to connect. And to connect, there are different ways. There is Karma Yoga, there is Dhyana Yoga, there is Jnana Yoga, and then there is direct service to Krishna called Bhakti Yoga. And because in this Sankhya philosophy, Shri Kapil Dev Muni is teaching the yogis how to directly develop love for Krishna, how to directly focus on Krishna and serve Krishna. Therefore, here, wherever the term for the upasak, the practitioner, is used, yogi, the activities turn out to be all devotional activities because that is what Sri Bhagavatam is teaching. And here specifically, Kapil Dev Maharaj is teaching. Is that okay, bro?
Yes, yes. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna.
Yes, Satyarva Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Just to let you know, only one verse is there, Prabhuji. It completes the chapter.
Okay, we'll complete it. I didn't realize that. I'm on the Veda base now, so I don't see. Okay, so this is the last. Okay, yeah, good point. This is the last verse, so we'll complete. Verse 44. तस्मादिमां स्वां प्रकृतिं दैवीं सदसदात्मिकां दुर्विभाव्यां पराभाव्य स्वरूपेणावतिष्ठते. Thus the yogi can be in the self-realized position after conquering the insurmountable spell of Maya. What is Maya? All this avidya, that I am this material body, everything connected to the material body is mine. Who presents herself as both the cause and effect of this material manifestation. Maya is the cause of this material manifestation, and all the effects that we see, dollars, cryptocurrency, house, vehicles, prestige, Kanaka Kamini Kirti, all these are effects of Maya only, and is therefore very difficult to understand. Maya is everywhere. Maya is everywhere because this is the material world. This is the material world. Daivi Esha Gunamai Mama Maya Durattaya. Very difficult to cross over. But if we surrender to Krishna, we can. Mamevaya prapadyante, mayametam tarantite. But yogi, it is possible to become self-realized by practicing Bhakti Yoga and then conquering the insurmountable spell of Maya. Same as Mamevaya prapadyante, mayametam tarantite. Tava Maya jayamahi. We can win over Krishna's Maya. Purport. It is stated in Bhagavad Gita that the spell of Maya which covers the knowledge. What does Maya do? Avaranatmika. It just covers our knowledge of Krishna. And this Maya is very difficult to overcome. Durattaya. Durga. Ga means gaman, go. And dur means very difficult. This material world is called Durga. It's like a jailhouse, Karagriha, from where it is very difficult to escape. Very difficult to escape. However, one who surrenders unto Krishna, Mamevaya prapadyante, one who surrenders unto Krishna, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, can conquer this seemingly insurmountable spell of Maya. Maya metam tarantite. Why? Why by surrendering to Krishna we can conquer over Maya? Because Krishna is Mayesh. Krishna is the Lord of Maya. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Maya Dhakshana Prakriti Suyate Sacharacharam. She is working, Prakriti Maya is working under my spell, under my superintendence, under my control she is working. So Krishna is Sarvaloka Maheshwara, Supreme Personality of Godhead. Therefore, Maya serves Krishna. If Krishna says, let this jiva go, then Maya will let us go. Here also it is said that Daivi Prakriti or the external energy of Supreme Lord is Durvibhavya, very difficult to understand and very difficult to conquer. But if we surrender to Krishna, then we can. It is also stated here, Swarupenavat Tishthate. Swarup means that one has to know that he is not the Supreme Soul but a part and parcel of Supreme Soul Krishna. Naham Vipro, na cha Narapatir, napi Vaishyo, na Shudro, Naham Varani, na cha Grihapatir, no vanastho yatirva, Kintu Prodyan Nikhila Paramananda Purnamritabdhe, Gopi Bharatu Padakamalayor Dasa Dasa Anudasa. This is very important. There are two extremes, my dear friends. On one side, I am God. I am Ishwar. I can become God. On the other extreme, I am Brahman, I am Kshatriya, I am Vaishya, I am Shudra, I am Brahmachari, I am Grahastha, I am Vanaprasthi, I am Sannyasi, I am this, I am CEO, all these upadhis. I am male, I am female, I am Indian, I am American. That is one extreme, material designations. And then another wrong extreme is you want to become Krishna. Both are wrong. We are in the middle. We have nothing to do with material designation. Sarva upadhi vinirmukta tatparatan nirmalam. Rishikena Rishikesha, not I am not Rishikesh. Rishikena Rishikesha Sevanam Bhakti Ruchita. I am Das of Rishikesh. I am Rishikesh Das and I will serve Rishikesh. That is our Swarup. This we have to understand. Last paragraph. For those who engage in devotional service, there is no spell of Maya. And their situation is all perfect. Who is in a perfect situation? Who is free from the influence of Maya? One who is engaged in devotional service. But we have to be engaged. We should not become disengaged. Our problem is sometimes we are engaged, sometimes we are disengaged. And International Society for Krishna Consciousness teaches us how to be constantly engaged. Kirtaniya Sadahari. The duty of the living entity as part and parcel of the whole is to render devotional service to the whole. That is the ultimate perfection of life. To render service to Krishna. Savai pumsam paro dharmo yato bhakti radhokshaje. Ahaytuki, apratihata means continuous, non-stop. And ahaytuki means unmotivated, without any selfish vested interest. E atma suprasiddhati. Ena atma suprasiddhati. This is how the atma will get satisfaction. Otherwise, we will be dissatisfied. Krishna bhakta nishkam ata aiva shantaya. Krishna bhakta nishkam ata aiva shanta. Bhukti mukti siddhi kami sakalai ashanta. Thus end the Bhaktivedanta purports, 3rd canto, 28th chapter of the Srimad Bhagavatam, entitled Lord Kapil Dev's instructions on the execution of devotional service. Krishna willing will start 29th chapter next session. Thank you very much. ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय, जगत गुरु श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय, निताई गौर हरि बोल, जय जय श्री राधे श्याम.
Thank you very much. धन्यवाद प्रणाम.
हरे
Hare
कृष्ण.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna.